topics. In this video, we are going to explain about a project titled Efficient Prediction of Cardiovascular Disease using the Deep Learning. The aim of the study is to investigate the application of the deep learning to build a predictive model for heart attacks based on the patient risk factors. The ultimate goal is to create a precise and automated decision support system that can effectively identify cardiac diseases in a timely manner, potentially saving lives. By exploring the data mining technique, the project seeks to handle early prediction of cardiovascular conditions, leading to optimal treatment strategies for patients. This research delves into the utilization of the deep learning and the machine learning and disease diagnosis with the overarching objective of improving healthcare outcomes. The project's main purpose is to investigate the integration of the deep learning and the machine learning technique for building a heart attack prediction model based on the patient risk factor. The ultimate aim is to create high accurate and automated decision support system that can promptly identify the illness, thereby contributing to the life-saving measures. The study focused on exploring the data mining methods to forecast the cardiac diseases in advance, enabling the patient to receive the most effective and the timely treatment. By employing the deep learning and the machine learning and the disease diagnosis, the project aims to advance the healthcare outcomes significantly. These are the basic requirements that are needed to build this project. The software requirement: Python IDE with version of 3.7 or Anaconda with version of 3.7 or Jupyter. Hardware requirements: operating system as Windows, processor of minimum Intel i3 and above, RAM of minimum 4 GB, hard disk of minimum 250 GB. To know the flow of the project, we need to discuss these steps. The first one is importing the libraries. In this step, the required Python libraries for the data manipulation, visualization, deep learning, and the web development are imported. Commonly used libraries are NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, TensorFlow, Keras, Flask, etc. are loaded to support the subsequent tasks. The second one is exploring the dataset. The dataset contains various attributes like patient's name, age, gender, heart rate, and more. During this phase, the data is read into the Pandas date frame and initial exploratory data analysis is performed to understand the structure and the characteristics of the data. And the third one is data visualization. Data visualization techniques are employed to gain the insights into the dataset and understand the relationship between the different features. Visualization like histogram, bar charts, and correlation matrices help to identify the patterns, trends, and potential relationship with the target variable. And the fourth one is data cleaning. The data cleaning involves handling the missing values, removing the duplicates, and addressing the inconsistencies that affect the model performance. Pre-processing techniques such as data imputation, normalization, and feature scaling are applied to prepare the dataset for the training and the deep learning model. And the fifth one is splitting the data to the training and testing. To train and evaluate the deep learning model, the dataset is divided into the two subsets, the training set and the testing set. The training set is used to teach the model patterns and the data, while the testing set is used to evaluate the model's performance on the unseen data. And the sixth one is building the model. And these three deep learning models are employed. The first one is convolutional neural network. It is a deep learning model primarily used for the testing and the image recognition tasks. They are designed to process the data with a grid-like structure, such as of the test or images, by employing the convolutional layer. The core idea behind the CNN is to learn the local patterns or the features from the input data and gradually combine them to form the higher level representation. This hierarchical approach allows the CNN to recognize complex patterns and the objects too. CNNs are equipped with the filters involving to the different parts of the data to identify the relevant features in it. Subsequent layers in the network combine these features to make the predictions or the classifications. And the second one is LSTM. LSTM stands for Long Short Term Memory. Is a type of recurrent neural network designed to handle the sequential data, particularly those with long-term dependencies or temporal patterns. Traditional RNN can struggle to capture the long-range dependencies effectively because of the vanishing gradient problem, which leads to the loss of information over the time. LSTM units, on the other hand, address this issue by introducing the specialized memory cell and the gates that control the flow of information through the network. These gates, known as of input gate, forget gate, and the output gate, allows the LSTM to selectively retain or forget the information over the extended sequence, making them suitable for the task and the time series analysis. The third one is RNN. RNN stands for Recurrent Neural Network, designed for processing the sequential data, where the output at each step is dependent not only on the current input but also on the previously seen inputs. This enables RNN to handle the data with the temporal data and making them suitable for the task like of time series analysis. However, traditional RNN suffer from the vanishing gradient problem, which limits their ability to capture the long-term dependencies effectively. And the seventh step is training the model. During this phase, the selected deep learning models are trained on the training data set. The model learns to recognize the pattern and correlation in the data to make accurate prediction. And the eighth one is user input. Here, the Flask framework is utilized to create a web application that allows the user to view the input of relevant information for the cardiovascular disease prediction. The user interface is designed to collect the necessary details such as of age, gender, heart rate, and other relevant factors too. And the ninth step is the given input is pre-processed for prediction. Once the user provides their input, the data is pre-processed and prepared in the same format as of the training data. This step ensures that the user input is compatible with the trained deep learning model. And the 10th step is trained model is used for the prediction. The pre-processed user input is fed into the trained deep learning model, and each model generates a prediction based on the given risk factor. And the final outcome is displayed. The prediction result from the three models are collected and the final outcome is displayed to the user through the Flask web application. The user can see the predicted likelihood of the cardiovascular disease based on the provided risk factor. This information can be valuable for the early detection and the intervention to potentially improve the healthcare outcome. The execution of the project. To execute the project, first we need to open the code folder. This is the code folder containing of the different files within it. The dataset folder containing of the dataset that we used in this project, and the static folder containing of the different folders like of CSS, JavaScript, images, web fonts, and the bootstrap files within it. And the template folder contains the HTML documents likely of about, index, notebook, result, sign-in and sign-up pages within it. And the app is an py file which likely contains the information related to the front-end logic. It includes the code that is written in Python that handles the server-side operations such as processing the user request, interacting with the database, and generating the dynamic content that to be rendered in the HTML template. And the cardio prediction is an IPYNB file, contains a combination of the code, graphs, and outputs and all in one place. It allows the user to write and execute the code in the individual cell, making it a popular choice for the data science. And the sign-up is an DB file, appears to be the database file used to store the user information. And to execute the project, we build a Flask framework as a front end, and the main code of graphs and outputs all are present in the IPYNB file named the cardio prediction. And for the execution of the project, first we need to copy this code folder path and then open the Anaconda prompt. Here first we need to change the location of the disk as of F because our code folder is present in F disk. Then write a command cd space paste this address. By this command it will change the directory to the code folder's path and then click on the enter button. And we need to write another command as python space app.py. By using this command it will execute the Python script and perform a runtime check for any syntax errors or the logical issues. By clicking the enter button, the app.py file running the Flash framework will host the application locally at the address as like this. We need to copy this local link and paste it on any web browser, and I prefer to use Chrome, and I'm opening the Chrome and then paste this local link and then click on enter button. Here we get redirected to the home page as of like this, and we can see that here we have the home sign up buttons, and by using the sign up button we redirected to the registration page where it containing the necessary details that are need to be filled to create an account. But my account is already registered, that's why I'm using the sign in page. It redirected to the sign in page and we need to enter the username and password as of admin and then click on sign in button. Here we redirected to the index page containing of the different input details we need to enter on this page, and here I'm entering as of name Lakshmi and age 22 and gender is 0. 0 indicates of female and the 1 indicates of male, and the constrictive 0, and resting blood pressure is of 85, and the serum cholesterol is of 145, and of the fasting blood pressure is of 0, and the resulting electrocardiographic results is of 0, and the person's maximum heart rate receiver is of 155, and exercise induced anemia of 0, and OLP of 0, and ST of 0. And then click on submit button to predict whether the person is suffering with of cardiovascular disease or not. By submitting the button, we redirected to the result page having the you have saved on this page. In this way, we can predict whether the person is having the cardiovascular disease. And press the back button and refresh it. It will be back to this index page, and we can re-enter the details as of my name Pragna and age of 48 and female 4, and resting blood pressure is 138, and serum cholesterol is of 214, and the fasting blood pressure is of 0. The resting electrocardiographic result is of 0, and person's maximum heart rate is of 108, and exercise induced angina as 1, and old peak of 1.5, and ST of 2. And then click on submit button. Here we redirected to the result page getting a message of you have chance of having the cardiovascular disease, and this way we can predict the cardiovascular disease by using the deep learning models. And the conclusion that data mining is a useful tool for deriving the meaningful medical rules from the medical data, and it plays a significant role in illness prediction and clinical diagnosis. The study focused on combining the various methodologies and combinations of several target criteria for intelligent and successful heart disease prediction using various deep learning models. The current study used a huge sample of hospitalized patients to demonstrate the classification. The difficulty of restricting and summarizing the diverse data mining technique used in the field of medical prediction is examined in this work. There is a growing interest in utilizing the characterization to determine whether a person is having the presenting of heart disease or not.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects, please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.